we got a few reasons to celebrate this video today. One, new background behind me, and also two, this fantastic, amazing film. A 1, 2, 3, 4! It took me a long damn time to do this marquee. Hey everyone, welcome to Mr. Teach Film Preach, and if you're a film lover like I am, and you learn from films as much as I do, then you are in the right place. And if you're in the right place, click like down below and subscribe to my channel for more content. What did all of you think of this film? Were you confused? Were you in love? Were you excited? Were you just blown away? Today we're talking about the 2022 action, comedy, drama, multiverse, mind-melting, wacky, raunchy comedy film. Everything, everywhere, all at once. Written and directed by Daniels, the directing team. They have another film called Swiss Army Man, which came out back in 2016, I believe. But this is their follow-up film. I've already switched hats. I mean, this is a multiverse film after all.
Yeah! I'm frightened. Let's go.
This film is about a middle-aged Chinese woman and her family who are being audited for her business, laundromat business. And when she goes to speak with the auditing agent, she is brought into this whirlwind adventure of this multiverse unravels reality, and Evelyn emerges as this hero where she must channel her newfound powers, where she has to fight these dangers as the fate of the world hangs in the balance of this multiverse madness. Sounds like another film coming out very soon.
What do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
But at its core, at its center, at its very basic, it is a family drama film about a family struggling with life, with their relationships, with a mother-daughter story, a husband and wife that are disconnected and trying to find each other again, told through the lens of this whirlwind multiverse film, and I was absolutely blown away with this film. Original, but somehow nostalgic, where they have all these pop culture references, especially from films in the 90s and early 2000s, and even music that's done in that way. It pays homage to that superhero multiverse genre, but also telling an original story that's complicated, but at its center is a very simple, dramatic film. It's hard to even describe, but you just have to go experience it. First of all, the action scenes are awesome. I wouldn't say it's an action movie, but the action scenes that do happen in the film are spectacular. An indie drama mixed with an indie comedy and also an indie action film, but while also exploring these huge, massive ideas, deep, dark, emotional, depressing themes, and balancing that is an amazing feat that these directors fully achieved, and I'm in shock and awe of them.
Oh man, I feel like, wow.
It's hilarious and very intelligent and smart at times, and then there's also some toilet humor. There's some like Family Guy, raunchy late night humor in the movie as well. Then there's these amazing, dramatic, emotional, down-to-earth moments, and then these spectacular visual effects and fight scenes, and this multiverse and CGI heavy and massive costume changes. But it's all set within, or a lot of it is set within, this IRS building office. So it's also small scale at the same time. I think that's beautiful movie magic at its best. Michelle Yeoh is amazing. I've loved her since Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, James Bond, Tomorrow Never Dies. It's just an amazing actress, stunt person, martial artist, dancer. Maybe the best thing she's ever done. Her beauty, her grace, her charisma, her comedic timing.
We need your help.
Very busy today. No time to help you.
She plays the emotion so well. Michelle Yeoh, amazing performance. Then, short round from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom makes a comeback, yo.
Okie dokie, Dr. Jones, hold on to your potatoes.
The tech guy from the Goonies. I can't remember his name in the Goonies because Goonies
It really, really sucks.
Quan is amazing in this film. So funny, so lovable, so sweet. I cried multiple times because of what he represents in this movie and his storyline as the husband and father. The action scenes he gets to do are just awesome. I thought he was fantastic. A hilarious Jamie Lee Curtis performance. Loved her in this film. Harry Shum Jr. from Glee is in this, and I was so happy to see him in something. Feels like a film for the 21st century in 2022. Younger audience, but while still appealing to an older generation and the nostalgia. The storyline was amazing, and the arc that this character goes on in the journey, beautiful and tragic and uplifting and hopeful, and has a great message, but also deals with existentialism and nihilism, death and meaning and life and the circle and what that means and why we're here and our identity and the relationships we have and what grounds us to this world, and are there different versions of us? I wonder if there are other Mr. Teach Film Preach channels out there. Maybe they're called Teach Film Preach. Oh man, I like Teach Film Preach almost better than Mr. Teach Film Preach. Multiverse! One's identity, breaking traditions, and getting over family expectations, and how to convey love to each other, and how do you communicate that? And that's a big theme between Evelyn and her daughter in this film, and I think it's just explored so beautifully while still being a crowd-pleasing film, exciting, and just a great time at the movies. It is so well written and crafted. The soundtrack is great. The visual effects, it's a stunning movie to look at. The cinematography is great. This movie is going to be award contender for sure. And yes, at times this movie is confusing, but it's meant to be, and it's meant to keep you guessing and unsure, things to slowly become revealed to you, and they execute that journey amazingly. The fact that they're still making movies like this in 2022, I feel like movies are back, baby, in a big way. I'm just like, oh, thank you so much. Now, is this film in the top 20 films of all time? No, I wouldn't say that. One of the best films for this year so far, 100%. Now, I'm not going to say it's a perfect film or anything, especially in the last 20-25 minutes of the film, it does drag. And it has a couple of endings that I felt like, oh, they should have just ended it there, and they kept going. Felt very Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. 5 to 10 minutes of this film definitely could have been chopped off. I'm not really into multiverses, and I know that's the big rage right now, and No Way Home and Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness coming out next month. DC's doing their version of that. I'm a little sick of it, but I also, in the first place, was never really that into them. At the very minimal, it focused on its characters and its relationships. That was handled with such care and grace from these directors. Bravo. A24 is becoming one of my favorite producing companies out there making movies. They just really push the envelope and do very unique and different things that I find compelling to watch. So this is definitely a film to go check out if you want a great time at the theater, get an original story, pop culture references and movie references, and you really are into those things. This film is definitely for you to check out. So I'm going to go ahead and give one of my favorite films of 2022 so far an A. Yes, beautiful. What did you guys think of Everything Everywhere All at Once? I would love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. And while you're down there, click like and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out the other films I reviewed so far in 2022, like The Batman, Turning Red, The Lost City. Thank you so much for joining me today on Mr. Teach Film Preach. I hope you guys had a great time. I know I did, and I'll see you on the next film. Have a great day, everyone. Stay focused, stay awesome, and as always, let's get taught.